Hello, how are you? I hope you're all doing okay. So this is my second video that I'm going to do for you, and today we're thinking about our worries. So I'm going to read another one of my favourite stories to you. This one's called The Worrysaurus, and again, can you see that? That's the book that we did last week. It's by the same author of The Lion Inside, which was the book I did last week. Rachel Bright, her name is. So it's called The Worrysaurus. Are we ready? On a hot sunny morning, under lovely clear blue skies, a little Worrysaurus was opening his eyes. You see him there? He brushed his pointy teeth and he washed his top and tail. He packed a little bag of snacks and set off on a trail. He skipped along with happy legs across the golden sand and thought about the day that he had plotted, sketched and planned. A lovely, yummy picnic, a delicious summer spread. Worrysaurus liked it when he knew what lay ahead. But he hadn't gotten far, you see. It hadn't been that long before his busy head dreamed up some things that might go wrong. Had he made enough to eat today? Had he bought enough to drink? This Worrysaurus was one to overthink. What if I get lost, he thought, or trip and have a fall? His happy legs were slowing to a snuffly, shuffly crawl. Worrysaurus liked it when he felt he was prepared. Unexpected happenings, they made him feel quite scared. So when suddenly from nowhere a lizard skittered by, shouting in a squeaky yelp and pointing at the sky. I think a storm is coming. I heard it's on its way. Well, that really put a cloud on this Worrysaurus's day. A storm? Said Worrysaurus. When it's so dry and hot and sunny? But the news became a butterfly that flittered in his tummy. I'm not ready for the rain, he said. I haven't got my wellies. His teeth began to chatter and his knees, they turned to jellies. And all the while, the sky was blue, and the sun, it shone and shone. But now his lovely picnic thoughts were definitely gone. Should he find a cave to shelter, or should he run and hide? The little worry butterfly grew very strong inside. But then he thought of something that his mummy liked to say. Oh, my little Worrysaurus, chase that butterfly away. Don't worry now, my lovely. You must try not to fret. If it's not a happy ending, then it hasn't ended yet. So he reached into his bag just then to find a little tin. It helped him with his worries. It had happy things within. A special stick, his teddy Ned, a pebble and a letter. And as he held them one by one, everything felt better. Then he put away his tin and all the worries in his head, and he freed his little butterfly for happy thoughts instead. I'll stand up tall, I can be strong. I'll chase my fears away. All is good and all is well. Everything's okay. And with those little wordlings, he calmed his busy brain. Since when the sun is shining, why worry that it'll rain? So he shared his little picnic with the lizard in the sun, and they laughed at all their worrying, and they really had some fun. So when you're in the moment, there's no need to run or hide. And then the only butterflies will be the ones outside. Oh, I love that story. But we all feel like that sometimes, don't we? When we get scared, we sometimes feel that little butterfly in our tummy. Our tummies feel a bit funny. And that's just our brain telling us that it thinks that we're in danger. But a lot of the time, we're not in danger. So in the book, he thought it was going to rain, didn't he? And the sun was shining. And he nearly went home and didn't have a lovely day. But he did some things to calm himself down, didn't he? He thought about what his mummy said. He got out his teddy and his special stick and a little letter from his mummy. And he started just to hold them to help himself to feel better. And we can do this as well, can't we? If we're feeling sad or scared, or sometimes we might not even know what's wrong. We just feel in our tummy. We might feel a bit funny. We might feel sick, or we might feel scared, or we might feel grumpy. There are all these things that we do in our sessions that can help with that. So one thing you could do, you could get a teddy and have a lovely cuddle. Or you could cuddle your mummy or your daddy or anybody else that you can cuddle who's nearby. And we can help to make ourselves feel better. So I'm going to show you another thing today to help you to feel better. And it is a way of getting rid of your worries. So when we finish this session, I want you to go and find a piece of paper. And on that paper, I want you to think about your worries. And then you can either draw a picture. So he was worried. Oh, that pen's not working. He was worried in his book, wasn't he, that the rain would start. So here we go. I'm not very good at drawing. But here's my drawing there. Can you see that? That's a cloud with the rain. So he was worried that the rain would start and that it would get wet and it would ruin his picnic because he didn't have his wellies and he wasn't prepared. So if that was my worry, I'm going to draw that. If there's something else you're worried about, you can draw a picture. Or if you want to, you can just think about your worries and scribble on the paper while you're thinking about them. Well, look, I've scribbled all over that. So that's all my worries now on that paper. And do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to screw it up. So I want you to screw up your worries. And then I want you to throw them on the floor and jump on them. Squash them. So jump again. And we're going to squash our worries and throw them all away and help ourselves to start to feel better. And do you know what? When you've done that, you can just throw them in the bin. And hopefully that will help you to start to feel better. And that's something that we do, don't we, when we do our body scan, which we're going to practice again now. So make sure you're sitting on your chair, nice and comfortably. Okay, and we're going to start by wiggling our toes. So give your toes a little wiggle, then give them a squeeze, and then relax them. Then we're going to squeeze our legs together. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Then we're going to squeeze our bottoms. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax. Then we're going to squeeze our tummies in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax. Then we're going to squeeze our shoulders up to our ears. You ready? Squeeze, 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 and that's nice. Now are we ready to throw our worries away? So let's see those wiggly fingers. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And we're going to squeeze those hands really tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're going to imagine all our worries are in those hands now. And then we're going to throw them away. That's right. Just throw away those worries. And if you want to, you can stamp on them as well. So get rid of our worries, and we can do that with our cross feelings, our angry feelings, our sad feelings. We can throw them all away. Okay, so let's move on to our face now. And we're going to squeeze our face into a tiny ball. Squeeze, 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 and relax. And we're going to stretch and relax. And my favourite one, stretch the top half of our face and look surprised and relax. And that's a really good way of checking all your body for any worries that are in our bodies, causing our tummies to feel funny or anything else. And when we squeeze them and relax, we just let them go. So it feels good now. Right, are we ready to practice some breathing? So today, we're going to breathe in and out. I know some of you have got some of these at home, so I'm just going to demonstrate this first because this is great for breathing. We're talking about practicing our breathing slowly. So are you ready? We're going to go breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And if you don't happen to have one of them around, all you need to do is this with your hands. So we're ready. We're going to go breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Fantastic. And that's a really good one because when we breathe in and we open our arms out, we're opening up our lungs and letting as much air as we can into them. And when we breathe out, it's like we're squeezing all the air out. So that's a really lovely one to do. And you can do that standing up or you can do that sitting down, whatever you want to. But now I need you all to go and sit down. And if you've got a grown up there, you could cuddle up to them, or you could go and get a teddy and cuddle up to it. Or maybe you have a pet that likes cuddles. And today I'm going to read one out of my Relax with Animals books because pets are really, really lovely to help us to feel calm. So today I'm going to read, and I can find it, The Cat Cafe. So I hope you're all ready now, feeling nice and snuggly. And let's visit the Cat Cafe. So get yourself nice and comfy, ready for a lovely little relaxation. Close your eyes. Stay as still as you can. Breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. In and out. Nice and slowly. Lovely and calm. And just relax as you listen to my voice for the next few minutes. And I want you to imagine you're going to a cafe with someone special. You're really looking forward to some delicious cake and good company. You arrive at the cafe and push open the door. This cafe is like nothing you've ever seen before. It looks magical. There are sparkling fairy lights lighting up the yellow walls. There are chairs covered with deep purple velvet cushions. Old-fashioned teapots and cups and saucers are on the table. But the most surprising detail of all are the cats. So many cats. Magnificent moggies of all different shapes and sizes. Some curled up on chairs, some rubbing up against table legs, and others sitting on the window ledge, watching the world go by. You head towards a cosy corner of the cafe, and as soon as you sit down, a friendly tabby comes to say hello. She nuzzles you with her head, encouraging you to give her a fuss. And you love cats, so you're more than happy to. And as you stroke your feline friend, you notice that you start to feel really relaxed and calm. Her fur is soft and warm, and the vibration of her gentle purr is strangely hypnotic, making you feel more and more at ease. You look around and realise that everyone in here looks so peaceful, so content. Being with these beautiful animals helps you to feel good, somehow making you forget all your worries. Nothing else matters at this moment in time. You're just enjoying sitting, snuggling with your cat friend and watching the world go by. Suddenly, a comical scene catches your eye. There's a basket with 2 large cats in, and they're being jumped on by 6 of the 7 of the cutest kittens you've ever seen. It looks like the little ones are trying to persuade Mum and Dad to play, who are in turn looking like they just want 5 minutes peace. The kittens prance, while the dad grumpily bats them away with his paw. It's such a funny sight, it makes you laugh out loud. This place is amazing. You feel so happy here. And the best thing is that you can come here in your imagination anytime you want to. But for now, just bring back this lovely, happy feeling as you start to stir. Have a lovely stretch and open your eyes and say out loud, I am happy. I am happy. Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I can't wait to do another session for you all next week. And hopefully I'll see you in school soon. Bye.